If a baby mama is taking a baby daddy through hell, that means 9 times out of 10, the baby daddy is a good dude. You have baby mamas who don't want nothing to do with their baby daddy because their baby daddy is trash. But the ones that drag them is because they know they lost a good nigga. This is a message. This is facts. If a baby mama is taking a baby daddy through hell, that means 9 times out of 10, the baby daddy is a good dude. You have baby mamas who don't want nothing to do with their baby daddy because their baby daddy is trash. But the ones that drag them is because they know they lost a good nigga. This is a...
And y'all, and Shalom, and that's a whole fact. The lady is telling you the truth. The good dudes get done dirty because she been done dirty by too many niggas. And when the good dude finally see that she ain't shit, and when he wants to do the same thing or whatever, what she trying to do is she trying to beat the nigga to the punch by dragging him and gonna pay him through hell because she don't want to lose him. You feel what I'm saying? Because she knows she can't keep him by being a woman relationship because she not being feminine. So what happened is, and she disobedient, she don't fucking listen, she hard-headed, she make niggas go through hell, right? But she in her mind, she like, I can't lose this nigga too. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep him around by putting that nigga through putting that nigga on child support, dragging the nigga name, fucking his image up, all this, because I gotta make sure that he is around me negatively by his name. She don't want to deal with you positively because she don't got nothing going on positive. Now, the girl that I was dealing with before that was in the truth, both her baby daddies, right? Both her baby daddies that she claimed that ain't shit, right? They said they ain't shit, right? But they knew that she ain't shit. That's why they wasn't dealing with her no more. One left, had another baby by another chick, moved on. Another dude, he moved on, got married with another chick, had a whole new family, and the nigga happy. So the nigga basically was telling her, fuck you and the babies. Not saying that's what they want to do, but the reality is that she ain't telling the whole story, is that she fucked around and did them niggas dirty in the process. Nobody don't just leave just because. Niggas leave because you ain't shit. Now I know why them niggas left. Because the bitches disloyal. So when you disloyal, that's why them niggas don't want to be bothered. Because you have no motherfucking, you didn't have no motherfucking good intentions with these niggas, man. Now, the reason why this chick that I dealt with before admitted that, she said, oh yeah, but with you, it wasn't like that. You ain't do me wrong. She had to admit that to me. You know why? Because she knew out of all them niggas, I was the realest niggas. I was the realest dude out of all those dudes. And them dudes, they ain't knew nothing about what I knew. She saw my power. She saw that the Lord was behind me. She saw I was putting in the work, doing the things that what I was supposed to do as a man of the Lord. She saw that me being a father, taking care of my family, my children, my family loved me. She seen it all. She seen people love me. She saw how I was moved. Come on, man. She saw that. She saw my heart. My mind was so much great than all the men she dealt with. So of course she didn't want to lose that, but she did it. She did the same thing what she did to the other niggas. She wanted to fuck around because she lacked discipline. So these niggas that go through hell, right, and the baby daddies don't go through hell, is because she giving up the fight with them niggas because she can't get nothing out of them. Those are the set of waves of niggas that she let niggas get a pass. But if she tells herself, if she ever come across a nigga that's good, that's gonna do right, she ain't gonna let that nigga go. And if the nigga gonna leave her, she gonna put that nigga through hell. You feel me? She gonna put that nigga through hell. You know? And that's what they do. That's what they do. So I knew this chick was gonna either, if I would have got that chick pregnant and she would have had a baby by me, and I now decided to dish off and leave her, I don't think she would have did it, but she would have been most likely took it to that step knowing all right, okay, this nigga's a better option. And I can't lose this nigga. I can't lose this nigga. I can't keep fucking up. But you already fucked up already because you got 2 baby daddies. You fucked up. You don't, those things, you don't get a do-over. You don't get a do-over. Meaning, when I mean do-over, I'm not saying you will get another man and then you can be with that man and hopefully get married. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about do-over, meaning that shit is stained and by the physical, what you did. Spiritually, you got a chance of redemption through Yahweh B'Shem Shah. You got a redemption through grace. But by the physical, at all levels, in this flesh, you done fucked up. Now we know people have errors of their ways. People make mistakes. We understand that. But to make those kind of mistakes, you don't make those mistakes. You watch and you learn from people. You women don't understand because you so caught up of getting wrapped up in a man's arm and you letting the man bust a nut in you for free with no motherfucking cost. But with a nigga that got everything going on, you let that nigga bust a nut, you making that nigga go through hell because you don't want that nigga to do the same thing what he did to like how the other niggas that you gave the children to did you dirty in the process. Because you fucked up. You messed up. So yes, it's true that a woman will put a good nigga through hell because she already went through hell with niggas that did her bad, or she would make them niggas, got on them niggas' nerves and they dish her off and treat that bitch like shit. Okay? And always remember, a chick will always talk bad or say something about the nigga that she dealt with before, right? Right? To make up shit so that the nigga could feel sorry for her so that she could get put through the mattress. The words of flattery, right? And deception. That's what these type of women do. And you gotta be ready, prepared, and go through onslaughts of war with a bitch like this, man. Now I'm not saying that a bitch won't do it. But come on, after 2 tries and the nigga that give her another, the good nigga that she knows good at, and she finally get that nigga a child, she not letting that nigga go. I know another chick that I know, right? That I knew since I was a teenager. She was mad because I didn't give her a baby. And the reason why I didn't do it is because her friend told me that the bitch, right, was trying to fuck her man and she was dealing with another nigga when she met me. So I ain't really mad because we ain't in a relationship. But she said she ain't dealing with nobody. When a woman says when she's single, that doesn't mean she's not dealing with somebody. She's dealing with somebody. When she's saying single, meaning she's not locked down in a relationship with a nigga. But doesn't mean that she ain't single by dealing with a man, by fucking him. No. That's a lie. No woman is single by choice. She's single. She's single by those words because she's not in a relationship tied down with a man to be seen. But doesn't mean that she's not fucking around. Don't buy that bullshit. Okay? So the girl, right? She was like, she was getting mad at me because I didn't choose her to have children by. Every time she turned around, she see me keep having children by my wife. So she's like, damn, every time you keep having another kid. And so she said, fuck it, I'm just gonna have another kid. So she had another kid by another nigga. The first nigga, she don't know where the nigga's at. Mysteriously, she lying. The nigga don't want to fuck with you because he know you a hoe. The second nigga you met, you fucked around with the nigga because you met the nigga on the job. You got slutted out by the nigga, right? And I still fucked you too. I still fucked that girl, right? Right? But I ain't never given no babies. I was told her if she wanted me to lock her down, I said nope, I still wouldn't do it, right? So now, she don't deal with me. I don't care. That's over. Every bitch that had children that I know was easy to fuck. I'm telling you from experience. I'm not telling you because I'm out here just doing that shit just because. I was out there doing that at the time because my mind and my spirit was not sharp. So I was fucking that girl. You understand? So that right there, you see with these women, you're causing adultery because you're not locking these women down. And these women have already been sleeping with another man. So how many men that these women are sleeping with? Okay? Every time you sleep with a man, it's like you basically marry or having a husband to that nigga. The nigga that pop your cherry, that bust your virginity, took your flower, that man's only supposed to be your husband. That's it. Not all these different type of men. If he didn't die, or if he committed adultery, see with another man's girl, wife, whatever, then you have a chance to be free. Okay? But until then, you're stuck with that man. But that's why I told this other girl the truth. That's why I said you knew what you was doing. You wanted to commit adultery because you knew I wasn't having your shit, and there was no other way for you. You didn't want to be bound to me. So you said, fuck, I'll do the adultery, and I ask the Lord for forgiveness. You willfully sin knowing that you wasn't supposed to do that. You understand? But I understand it. I get it. But you was a coward because you know you couldn't. All you had to do was have a conversation with me. Have a conversation with me. Have a conversation with me. I would have gladly just let you go based on your ill will of being wicked. No, you ain't seen no other alternative. You just thought that this was the only way, you stupid dummy. Another way you could be let go if the woman's overly wicked. Okay, you gotta let that girl go. All right. But in your case, you wasn't overly wicked like that, but you was wicked enough to the point where I didn't want to be bothered with you. Everything was a problem. Everything was problematic. At the end, you kept complaining. Now, all I could have did was just listen, which I did. I would tell you, chill, relax. You kept going. Then after a while, I said, nah, man, fuck this, man. I don't gotta hear this shit. So I moved myself away from you. Then you said, okay, well, I can't be lonely. I can't do this. I need somebody. So damn, I can't be with Nehemiah. So Nehemiah, I'm like, fuck it, man. That's enough. Then you know what I'm gonna go do? I'm gonna give this nigga a chance. You a fucking whore when you did that. Right? So the woman in this video is telling the truth. Okay? What these women don't tell you is that these women are whoring. These women are causing the friction and relationship to go sour. Yes, sometimes a man can't do certain things to push the girl away based on his attitude and his situation, how he deal with things. Yes, but the majority of it is not that bad. Women make it so she blows it up more, make it worse than what it is, because you can't handle fucking a real man ways. Cause you're so used to little boys. Cause you're not used to having a father telling you the do's and don'ts, how to control your emotions. You're used to niggas that was raised by single mamas that have bitch ass emotional tendencies. That's why those type of men is conducive and good enough for you, so to speak. You run to the toxic niggas, but the niggas that's healed or the niggas that never been in a situation to be toxic, they already understand how to treat a woman. You don't know that, cause you fucking so bored with the nigga. You're not used to that new life. You used to a life of a nigga screaming, beating you down, fucking you up, calling you all kind of names, sluts, whores, bitches, whatever they could call you in the name in that book. All right. So that's it. So when I call you out your name, I got no respect for you. That's why I tell guys, you got to be aware of who you having marital, sexual intercourse with, and having marital affairs, man. You don't know who you dealing with. People out here are fucking junkies, liars, connivers, deceivers. Just drag you through the mud. So I hope you guys will understand that, man. If you gotta understand that, man, you got a hard life coming up. My uncle went through it. My cousins went through it. My god brothers and all, they went, you know what I mean? Listen, what I'm trying to tell you is you got to understand what the fuck is going on out here. All right? That's not the type of woman you want to be with. Okay? Especially if she bringing in another man's child. Hell no. Let's go. Let's get the scripture, man. First, let me read this in Proverbs 28:5. Evil men / women understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things. So a lot of these women are wicked. They don't understand judgment. They don't think judgment is going to come find them. Because they say, oh, I ain't get judged, so it doesn't matter. No, judgment is going to come sure enough. Not because when you think it should come, but it will come. It will meet you at your doorstep. The Lord not playing. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 23:23. All right? So a lot of you people don't think that judgment is coming to your door. It's coming. First, it said, Ecclesiastes 23:23. For first, she had disobeyed the law of the Most High. And secondly, she had trespassed against her own husband. So you don't disobey the law of the Most High, and you had trespassed against your husband. And thirdly, she had played the whore in adultery and brought children by another man. So if she getting pregnant by another man, and then she wants you to be around, you an idiot. And even if the bitch got children already and you want to join her family and be a stepfather, you the most stupidest idiot I ever met. No man should ever join a woman and her family. You don't join to her family and another nigga's lineage. You make your own family and your lineage and you deal with her. You understand that? No single father says, I'm looking for a stepmom to be there for my children. We don't ask that kind of question. We raise children accordingly, properly, and we raise them the best way, and they become the most best productive citizen out here. Okay? All right? A lot of women be saying, I'm looking for stepdaddies. That's not supposed to happen. Women are not supposed to be single with children, especially if their children's father is alive. You're not supposed to be single. But you women are fucking wicked and you love Babylon, and Babylon gonna judge you, man. All right? So you can't do that. All right? Ecclesiastes 25:26. If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. Why? This is why. Because give the water no passage, neither wicked woman living together abroad. That's why you got divorced, because the bitch has so much wicked time on hand. Remember, they said that enough idle time is the devil's workshop, right? We all heard that phrase before, meaning that if the girl mind is idling and she's not focused on the scriptures, she's gonna bound to sin. She's gonna jump into sin, and she's gonna get weak. The flesh gonna crumble, and boom, there you go. Sin has already been committed, man. The thoughts of her mind, the actions, right? Then she act on them. You know what I'm saying? That's it, man. Okay, verse 23. A wicked woman abated the courage, make it a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. So she had the nerve to stand for boldness, to be wicked, man. Had the nerve to disrespect her man and his face, and be proud of the wickedness she doing, man. Making a heavy countenance, you making a heavy problem for this man. And a wounded heart, you wounded his heart by the disappointment that he sees of what you're doing, and you going forth and lacking, and you doing wickedness, man. A woman that will not cover her husband in distress, making weak hands and feeble knees. There you go. That's why I will never let no woman make my fucking hands weak. You know what I'm saying? Make my knees feeble, man. Fuck out of here. I told myself this. Whenever, if God forbid, if my wife should pass before me, right? And I'm single, I'm never getting married again by law. My wife is the only woman that I have that I've been married to lawfully, and I'm not going to be married to another woman. I will deal with a woman, and we could be together, you know, but I would not live with another woman. I would be by myself and take care of my kids, take care of my grandchildren, they have some, and be there. That's it. I am not going to marry a bitch in this fucking kingdom again. I'm not doing it. No bitch don't have no right. My wife is the only woman that stand out, that's wanting to help me, and she go the extra mile for me. My wife You know, I'm not saying she's the best wife in the world, but she's good for me. You understand? That's it. That's it, man. That's it. You know, there's been things I've done where I said, okay, all right, I gotta accept that. I eat that because she, whatever, boom. But you gotta understand something. Women gonna be women. Women are curious at the end of the day. When you're not giving them that love and that affection, that attention, or you showing that you into them, you care, they start looking, start thinking about the things, right? But guess what? When they start doing that, you already sinning. So guess what? And now you act on it, guess what's gonna happen? You divorce. You can never come back. Now watch me get 2 wives, 2 or 3 bitches. And what you gonna say? Yeah, and you never gonna come back. I'm never gonna put my dick up in you. I mean that shit. I mean that shit. Any bitch that did some foul shit and some dirty shit, I ain't never put my dick back up in her. Never. Never. And I don't care about your life. If you acting funny and you moving different, I cut you off. Cut you off. Now, if I know that you ain't really do nothing wild or crazy or whatever the case may be, whatever, I can look past certain shit, cool. But once you violate and you disrespect me, you out of here, man. You out of here. You out of here. I'm not going to fuck you after another nigga been in you and you going to give me some STD pussy or some fucking dick residue pussy and give me that. I don't want no fucking leftovers, bitch. I don't want no leftovers. So, at the end of the day, we all know what's going on, all right? We got to be mindful of the choices we make with people, man. All right? A woman not supposed to be your headache. A woman's supposed to be a pillar of rest, and she's supposed to make sure that you doing all right. So if your wife speak life into you, and she changed her ways, and she's doing better, come on, don't be too hard on the girl, all right? But don't take advice from people that they never healed. People that living on the right way, living the right path, they healed. They didn't have that much issues. They understand, but they've been through some things. They have some form of life experience. Those are the kind of people that you want to get understanding from, especially if they know God's word and they know that they're the elect. They know that they're Israelites. You understand? So this is what's going on, man. Verse 24, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all died. So sin started with the woman, man. You wicked, man. All right? Now to the Proverbs 31 woman, you are exempt from this. Keep doing what you're doing. You know? Now if a woman wants to repent, let her repent. Let her get better with the Lord. And hopefully, you know, then we can deal with each other respectfully as men and women of the Lord. You know, like that. You know? But as far as to be with you, I just can't do that no more. You know? Now, if the Lord make that happen in the kingdom, cool. But I don't even want her in the kingdom either. You know, it's stating it too much. You can't play with the men of the Lord, man. But these women come back to you. They come back. They be mad at you for a while, but then they come back. But listen, stay going. I'm good. I'm happy. You understand? My life is excelling. My life is getting better. And then I'm watching the prophecies, and I'm telling you guys how to move, man. Read the word of the Lord. Stay positive. You know, try to keep your body in shape. Stay away from foolish people and foolish crowds. Stay away from evil men and evil women, and your life will be abundant, man. But be faithful and obedient to the Lord. You know, everyone has a breakthrough, but you got to break through your breakthrough to get a real breakthrough from God, man. You know, we all got trials, we all got tribulations, we all got things going on. But remember this, man. A woman like here will put you through the mud, man, because she don't want to let you go, man. Don't watch these women, man. Evil, wicked women, man. These Jezebels and these Delilahs, or the different type of spirits of women, man. Wicked out here, man. All right. So with that being said, I'll do the edifying shalom.